Welcome back to a casted game of Age of Mythology Retold. We are taking a look today at a game from the ladder featuring Make Toxotes Great Again, playing here as the Atlanteans, Oronos specifically, up against our brand new Japanese Pantheon. We've got one Kitten Claw, and he is out here today playing as Tsukuyomi. Now, quick overview for Tsukuyomi. You've got a focus on technology, shinobi, and cavalry. Increase shinobi and cav attack with each Bushido tier. Each tech researched grants Bushido XP, and advancing to the next age is faster. So you can age up faster, you get XP for your Bushido from techs. You get a free Kitsune with each age, which is nice at the temple, a little scout. And we'll check this out. You can use this god power at the beginning. A lot of people like to use it on their armory, right? You can get all of the techs for free, essentially. Really, really nice. Whatever building you choose that you're going to use it on, you're going to get them for free. And you can see Shinobi and Cav plus 3% attack per Bushido tier, and they're going to get more Bushido with technology, of course. Okay, let's get into it. We've got the Japanese up against the Atlanteans today. Fun to see this. Map is going to be Nile Shallows. Look at those beautiful cherry trees. Of course, the Japanese out here getting some favor from the Miko gathering on the shrine. Got some hippos there on the menu today. There is that Kitsune running around looking all cute. These things can increase the speed of your units, friendly units. So it's a nice little scout. So he's checking out that side. We do see a house built over here so early on. That's a lot of walking to do just to build a... His goal probably here is to wall this out, but interesting he decided to go for that wall so early on there. A few on hippos. We got one on gold. Got a villager going down to the watermill for the wood. On the other side, Atlanteans, we've got hippos, we've got gold, all the standard stuff you'd expect here in the first age. Of course, with the Atlanteans, you get your favor from these oracles. See this little radius here that they get their favor gathering. Got 3 of those out on the map. They get more favor as that radius grows. And we'll see the contrast of kind of the scouting knowledge we see right now from the Japanese Kitten Claw here, doing a little bit of scouting across the middle of the map. You'll get a new one of these in the next age. This is that technology we talked about around that god power, right? That gives you free technologies. And here is our Bushido tier. So you're going to get additional experience, of course, for this god with each tech that you get. And he'll age up really fast, so you'll see him aging up before his opponent. Take a look at the relics we have out here on the map today. Pair of lions, that's one of my favorite. Town centers, more population. Myth units use their special attacks more often. And we've got removes the favor cost of fortress type buildings. So 4 relics today. Got 2 settlements across the middle of the map, and 1 natural expansion off to the side. I like this map. This map's pretty fun. I like the nice bright lighting. The cherry trees just look so nice. I really like this a lot. Okay, we do see, it looks like age, it's making a Miko before aging up. Is that what we're seeing here? Yeah, it's gonna be the case here today. We got our temple down here. So use a commoner to build the temple. We've been seeing usually Japanese use their Mikos to build the temple. Interesting, he decided to go for that. I'm not sure how many games of Japanese he's played or if that's just strategy he's going for. It's hard to say at this point. There's that new Miko, and now we're going to see age up. So let's see the age up option that we're going to have here today. So going up with this one, Amane no Izumi. So that's going to unlock the Goshiboku tree, which makes myth units come back to life, essentially. The Kamatachi, which is the razor weasel, is the way I see it. And you got some upgrades here as well for your infantry and your Mikos. Okay, let's get into that. It's not really an offensive god power. It's more of a, unit preservation. You can send your myth units in, go for raid. They'll come back to life over time. It's just some nice extra bolstering for your military. We do see on the other side of the map, Empyrean speed coming in. Increase the speed of infantry units. So I feel like we're going to see some aggro here out of the Atlanteans is kind of my guess. Now, of course, with this civ, typically you're going to see some sky passages around the map. Haven't seen any movement yet for these citizens. They're just hanging tight. What's he macroing for here? Oh, look at these man wood. Oh, look back there. We actually got to continue getting in the battle there. Okay, so the Japanese have aged up, so have the Atlanteans. And there's that pair of lions. And it's going to be a military barracks on the back side. So I'm going to start in a counter barracks. So there comes the military on the way for the Atlanteans. Over here we do have our Goshinbuku tree. Careful putting it down so close up on the front, because this actually can be captured by the opponent technically. So interesting, he just used his god power to get all of his ecotechs at the watermill. We just saw that happen there with New Moon. So that's what that use was. We have a few Murmillo currently being trained. And the Japanese are going to start off. We've got a stable and we've got some Naginata riders. Now, these are good against archers. Maybe picking off some villagers. Is that a shrine? Putting a shrine in the middle of the map. Bold move. Bold move. Maybe some line of sight. And yeah, we do see some of these Kamitachi going for some raids. And of course, if they die, they'll come back to life. So he has already heroized these Murmillo. So going to do really, really well against those myth units, of course. Heroes just going to counter myth units so hard. Murmillos have nice speed. 5 speed compared to the 6.3 of the Kitsune, of course. Oh boy, that Kamitachi could be in trouble. He's chasing it down. On the other side, though, we do have a Naginata Rider coming in. Could he perhaps pick up the Oracle? If he goes for the fight, he is going to do it. Oracle actually does similar damage here, but the Cav should win this if he stands still there for the rest of this. So that's going to be a good pickup. He's kind of distracted in the middle with the Japanese army that's retreating. He's able to pick off an Oracle, so it's a nice little grab there. Early on, we do see some Catapeltes. They're going to be the anti-cav of choice there for the Atlanteans, and that Naginata will go down. Okay, back at home, we got our same infrastructure from what we saw before the Japanese. And I just realized, I apologize, I could have flipped this earlier for you. There we go. I just flipped the UI at the top, so the red's on the left, the blue's on the right. It's just a little detail that's nice. Okay, we got a dojo now. Okay, so we got a dojo and a guardhouse. So he's going with the one of everything. Shrine, yeah, I said that was an optimistic shrine earlier. Do you see that shrine getting burnt? And it looks like Kitten Claw is going to use this opportunity to go out and make a sky passage out here on the Aurochs. So, able to sit here and gather some food, can jump back in the sky passage and poof on back home as needed. Haven't seen a whole lot of 2TC expansions, I feel, with this patch so far. I've only watched a small handful of games. But it seems generally like we get military units right away, which I like. I like getting some action early on. And sometimes they'll mix in like kind of a mid-age to, second TC. It kind of depends. But you know what I have been on the lookout for, guys? I want to see a Japanese Titan in a casted game. It's rare you get Titans in 1v1s like this, but man, if you guys see a high-ranked Titan game, please send it to me on Discord. I want to cast it. It'd be super fun to see some Titans get used. I've seen them in tournaments before, but it's rare. Don't see a whole lot of them. Okay. So, it feels like Kitten Claw Meg Toxote is great again. Has kind of had some nice map control. He's kind of scouting this settlement, making sure there's an expansion there. See some sky passages being built. Ooh, but Naginata are going to be arriving just in time for that citizen. So that's going to be a good pickup if he's able to see that. And we do see the Bite of Shark. This makes their cause damage over time for Atlanteans when they get the Bite of Shark upgrade for those Murmillos. Yeah, that citizen's gonna go down. So he sees that cav though. At least it's just one. Not the best, but is what it is. I was half wondering if you could have shockwaved him and escaped somehow until these guys arrived. Okay, defensive structure's going up right now back at home. Let's see shrine-wise. We got one shrine there. 2 shrines. You know, I thought incorrectly when I first started playing Japanese that the shrine generated the favor, and that's not the case. The Mikos at the shrine generated favor. think I'm just used to shrines in AoE 3. They passively give you resources, but yeah, the Mikos are the ones doing the job. Low health Miko there, by the way. We do have a unique tech that he's not grabbed at the moment. Naginata, coming on home. Look at the macro right now. I mean, a lot of gold in the base in the bank for Atlanteans, but still spinning on some army. I was kind of wondering if he was trying to go for an age up there potentially. Japanese not showing any sign of aging up at this time. There he goes, able to pick off 2 Murmillo quite easily there. And by the way, how this God Power works is, say this unit dies, your Goshibuku tree will just like queue it up like it's training it, and it'll eventually come up. You can have up to 2 units in queue. So if you lose 3, you'll lose the 3rd one. But you can get up to 2 in queue at a time in that Goshibuku tree. Okay, so he said Naginata looking to try to find a raid. It's just going to be really hard to raid something like this. He's just going to pop inside that Sky Passage as soon as he shows up. You also see the Catapeltes coming down to defend as well. Oh, he did see them, I think, because of this this Oracle. I think he went past this. I think he maybe saw that they were coming. So he's able to hold this position. And yeah, that Kamitachi is going to be in trouble, going to go down. But you see, as it dies, it'll just get queued up here at the tree. I need to switch. There you go. There he is, queued up at the tree. Catapelte is very, very effective versus Naginata. And a little bit of a switch now. Kitten Claw's gone for the medium samurai from the dojo. By the way, we're on Bushido tier 2, so all these troops have that medium status granted to them. If he gets the next tier, he would get the heavy. You get the heavy status in age 2 if you do get enough Bushido XP. Is a thing. Okay, we do have a kind of diversified army here. We got these hero Murmillos, regular Murmillos, and then we've got some Carballista on the back line now, as well as some of these Catapeltes, which are good against the Cav. Looks like Make Toxotes Great Again has been able to actually get the Sky Passage built this time up here on the north corner of the map. And maybe a little bit of a battle here. That Atlantean army is looking a little scary, but Japanese have the numbers 91 versus the 66 right now of the Atlanteans. See some of those unique techs coming in right now. Fallen infantry contribute to Bushido. It's kind of a tech you don't want to need, but you know, it's how it works, right? Take a fight, lose some troops, you get more Bushido. How about that? Okay, so he's kind of trying to decide what he wants to target. We do have Naginata there on the north side of that gold, forcing some citizens back. You see the samurai. One went in there, got shot down pretty quickly. Gonna be falling back for now. Okay, so Kitten Claw wants to attack, just doesn't really know what to do, right? Because you can't really attack into here because they just pop through the Sky Passage every time. You don't know where they're going to happen. So you kind of take your time. You see him actually walling off the sides of the map here. Just getting a little bit of map control, trying to control the pace as he kind of has the map, right? To lock it down a little bit more. So you see more and more samurai being trained. If you look back at the base, we have just one dojo. I was kind of curious if you had 2 of them or something. Yeah, just let's do 1-1-1, right? We got a dojo, a stable, and a guardhouse. All trained up. That's a few different units. Kitten Claw looks like he's ready to take a battle across the water. Let's see if he decides to go for this or not. Japanese sitting here on a 119 military count versus the 98 of the Atlanteans. We do have a counter barracks being built as well. Okay, so he's kind of going up to the top side. Again, not much you can do other than just straight kill that Sky Passage, which could be valuable. Do you actually have any golden base? Oh, he's just about to run out of that. So yeah, I kind of feel like that's a strategy. He's not attacking in there. He's just waiting for blue to run out of gold and have to come out on the map. So like here, for example, if he kills this, that forces him back into his base, somewhere maybe more favorable for a raid. Okay, so down goes the Sky Passage. And Make Toxotes Great Again does not like that. And he is going to push forward with his Atlantean army. Carballista taking shot. The Miko goes down. You see a few straggler samurais. We got some myth units. All those in trouble, way outnumbered, and he knows exactly where his opponent's army is. And probably knows it's about to come back. It's right about to be here. You see a sky passage being built in the middle of the map. Bit of a risk here, right? He could be going to here for now, be a little safer, but he thinks he can hold it. Let's see if he's able to. It's gonna be a big fight. And there we go. We got Carnivora being used there in the back line, and the Shockwave. I kind of thought we'd see both of those come into play. So Atlanteans pulling out all of the stops right now. Can the Japanese army push through? There's a lot of extra effects on these units right now, particularly because of the fight of the shark and whatnot. But we'll see when the dust settles who reigns victorious. We do see some citizens going down. Samurai seem to be extremely effective in this matchup. And yes, in fact, they are. The Atlantean army getting absolutely mopped up. Look at this, 86 versus 12 military count. I think it's just the difference of like these samurai are not cheap units, 105 food, 75 gold. And trying to answer that, not to mention with the Bushido tiers, it's just going to be a hard match to take. We've got the Japanese taking the win here today. Congratulations to Kitten Claw. And man, for the early part of that game, wasn't really sure. Both players were opened up swinging with military. I mean, look at this. Military count was very similar. All kind of culminated in one big fight here at the end. We did have Atlanteans with, you know, a nice military count. We also had 2 god powers invoked. But those samurai plus those Bushido tier of him buying that time helped the Japanese lead their way to victory. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this casted game of Age of Mythology Retold. If you did, leave me a comment below, hit a thumbs up, and consider subscribing to the channel for more casted games and Age of Mythology videos. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will catch you in the next one.